So with The Incredibles 2 coming out in 2019, I thought this would be a good time to talk about what I hope to see in this film that I've been waiting for 12 years. Also, if you've been living under a rock and somehow haven't watched the first Incredibles, here's a spoiler alert for that movie. Alright, let's get into this. Now, I'm just gonna say, I could go either way with this. If this film was to be set around the same time as the first one, totally fine. I would like it, it'd be safe, and it'd be fun. But for the sake of argument, I'm gonna say that there should be a pretty big time difference in the movie's world as there has been one in real life. Now, maybe we shouldn't have the time difference be 15 years, but more like just a few years. Jack is 7 to 12 years old, Dash is a teenager, Violet is an adult, and Bob and Helen are closing in on 50. Maybe having a midlife crisis, or at least more of one. I don't want this to be depressing, and have Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl in a retirement home. They should just be older parents. There are a few reasons I think this would be cool to see. One is that people, like myself, who watched this movie as a kid, want to see what the family's up to nowadays, and much like Harry Potter, it'd be interesting to see the characters grow up with their audience. When this movie comes out, I'll almost be 20 years old, which is weird to think about, so I think it'd be cool to also see how the characters have grown. Another reason is that it would add a whole new dynamic to the team. Maybe some of them don't want to be heroes and just want a normal life. Maybe some of them don't want to be heroes and want to be the total opposite of that, which leads me into... So let's say this movie does go for the 15 years later route, and Jack is like 16 years old or so. This was a theory I saw floating around a while back, and if it's done properly, it could be really cool. So the idea basically goes, Jack, who has all these insane powers, doesn't want to follow in his family's footsteps, and so becomes a supervillain, and the original team has to take him out. It does sound a bit like Syndrome in the last movie, but the fact that they'd now be actually related adds an entirely new element to it. Mr. Incredible having to fight his own son would be epic and heartbreaking, especially with Brad Bird directing this. He knows how to do those emotional power moments really well, and it could lead to some more of those signature Pixar tears. Look, you can do a new, potentially more creative villain, that would be fine. Hell, it could be way better than anything I just said. But I feel like it would be an interesting turn of events to have family versus family in a movie that ultimately was all about holding your family together. I don't know, if done well, and with Brad Bird on, it would be. I think that would be really engaging. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Just get more Sam Jackson in there. Come on.
Where is my super suit?
Now, this is less of a wish for the movie's plot, and more of a wish for the creative team behind it. The original Incredibles isn't given enough credit for completely changing the superhero movie genre. It's like The Dark Knight, The Avengers, The Incredibles. All of them changed this genre in different ways. That first movie got rid of ridiculous capes, villains monologuing, all kinds of stuff.
What does Baron von Ruthless do?
He starts monologuing.
And so now that this genre is completely different from how it was in 2004, with something like 7 of these movies coming out a year, there is plenty of new material to work with. Now, I obviously can't say exactly what kind of stuff they should make fun of or subvert. That's sort of impossible to guess, but stuff that all superhero movies are doing now, like having massive battles destroy entire cities, or having these epic hero versus hero fights. Anything like that would put these movies that very soon are going to reach the point of oversaturation in the right direction, that'd be awesome. So those were the things I want to see in The Incredibles 2. What do you want to see? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. While you're at it, be sure to like this video, check out my Instagram at bhl_Hudson, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.